welcome back to Oracle 3D, where we discover divine destiny. This is also known as the smiley face, safe space, because everyone is safe here. So, with that being said, come on, pull up a seat, pour some tea, come and sit and have a chat with me. We are going to continue on with our moon phases in this video. Thank you for joining the series. If you know anyone that could benefit from it, please share it with them. But by all means, we are now on to the waning gibbous moons. This actually happens right after the full moon. It kind of looks like almost like a black smiley face on the moon. So that being said, this is a great time after releasing all those things that we released for the full moon, letting go of what no longer serves us, letting go of anything that we don't want to continue calling into our life, as well as when we started to reassess the things that we maybe now no longer want to manifest. This is a great time to assess what went well and what went wrong, down to the specifics. And in the meantime, share your story about it. Be honest with yourself. As we said before, even your failures are stepping stones to your success. So never let them get you down. Be graceful with yourself. But if things become a, quote, failure, this is where we really start to assess, okay, well, what went wrong and what went right? Okay, is this, now that I've seen how things turned out, is this something that I still want to call in? Is this really my best course of action? Or should I maybe go down another path? So with that being said, this is a great time to remind yourself, and you can use this as an affirmation, I am happy yet open to change. This is also part of that acceptance with releasing and letting go. You're happy and grateful for what has left, just as well as you're happy and grateful for the change that is coming in and what is coming into your life, okay? Since this is kind of sometimes can be that crossroads point, I implore you, this is a great time to do journaling prompts, meditations as always. Use your divination tools from your guides, ask for guidance, reflect on those. But even take that and add a little bit of action into it. You can do a pros and cons list to what you had been working on, or what now you realize, hey, I don't think I want to go down this path. I think I want to go down this path. Do a pro and con to like I said, what went wrong and what went right in this other path. And then as you're looking at this new one, what can go right and what can go wrong. Kind of the do's and don'ts, the pros and cons, the what ifs. Don't focus too hard on those, because sometimes we can get a little bit in our head. So don't go too negative on those. But be honest with yourself and share your story. This is a good time to also ask for guidance from others. Get some feedback from others. If there's anybody else in your life who had been around you during the time of these projects or these things that you were wanting to manifest, even these relationships, get feedback from them. Like, hey, things have been going great. What have you noticed has been going, like, what has brought this to be going so great? Or if, get their feedback of like, hey, things have gotten a little rocky lately. Can we have a sit down chat of like, why? What are you feeling? Where did we maybe kind of go wrong? Or where could we maybe change some things, open up that communication, so on and so forth. And same thing with yourself. Sit in front of a mirror and have a conversation with yourself. You can do it physically in a mirror, and you can do it figuratively. I even implore you, this is a great time to start a video blog and vlog, even if it's just for yourself. Have an open and honest conversation with yourself. Like, okay, we've been doing this for, this amount of time. What's going good? Congratulate yourself, celebrate that. And then also look at it, okay, well, what could we have done better? Or where did we kind of mess up? And then why? Look as to why that could have been better. Why did that bother you? Why did that mess up? And decide if that was something that was in your control, or if that was something that was out of your control. If it's out of your control, you assess and change your actions accordingly. So, like I said, that's a great time during this phase to start assessing what went wrong, what went right, kind of taking action in a different way, possibly. And then moving on from there. So, as always, it's a great time to make certain teas. You can do spreads, ask your guides for guidance. Take a moon bath. Always take some time to fill your cup. Take a moment, breathe. Be honest with yourself. Do some journaling prompts. Do some shadow work. And just have a moment to yourself. If you want to do any other rituals with that, I do encourage you. I will add a few things to the next couple of slides, whether it's crystals that you can utilize, herbs, so on and so forth. But if you're liking the content, please stay tuned. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me your feedback as always. But I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for the rest of the series as well as the rest of the content on the channel. And I wish you all many blessings. Bye. I do want to add a little bit on the waning gibbous moon. So as far as its rotation around the earth and the sun and the moon and how they all do their divine dance in the sky. So whenever we're coming from the new moon to the full moon, that is when you are starting to gain illumination. You are gaining energy, okay? But when you're coming from the full moon to the new moon, that energy is fading away. You're going back into the darkness. So that is why this phase is that jump start to diving in deeper, to looking at the unilluminated side, to look at the inner side, start doing that shadow work. This is a great time to utilize the unknown, the subconscious, the dark unseenness versus adding the action energy to things. So yeah, I just wanted to throw this in there, that this is when you are losing that energy slowly, that light slowly, to all the way go back to that fresh, clean, new beginning slate of the new moon, to which you will then, as we do every month, begin to gain the energy again. So it's a great time to utilize that and start doing a lot of shadow work. So just wanted to add that in there.